Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel, and this time we are walking around a lovely little Ford Fiesta Vignale. But before we get started, if you're enjoying our content and would like to see more in the future, click on that subscribe button and that way you'll be in tune with all of our latest content. So this little vehicle here is a beautiful magnetic grey Ford Fiesta Vignale featuring the 1 litre EcoBoost engine producing 140 PS of power. That 140 PS of power is then transmitted through the front wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox. The vehicle itself is just over 35,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash. 1 to 3 years of Ford Protect warranty are available. Just speak to one of the sales team about that. So let's go and position ourselves on the near side front bumper where we start all of our videos here at Perkins. Here is the beautiful remote central locking key, and clicking the unlock button in turn is going to wake up the daytime running lamps, the bit they're currently flashing at you in the video. They're only flashing because of the frequency in which my camera records at, but they give you ultimate visibility no matter the lighting condition, meaning other road users are always going to see you, which is very important. So inside those daytime running lights are LED headlights, and just below they are complemented with front fog lights. Moving ourselves around the bumper, we have that little dull bit at the bottom underneath the number plate there. That is for the driver assistance pack, in particular things such as pre-collision assist, and I shall cover that in its entirety once we're inside the vehicle. Moving ourselves around, we eventually get to these beautiful 18-inch alloy wheels. Give you a good look at those. They are fitted, this one has a Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tyre on it as standard, and again it's in good nick. So just show you down the cross section there. Draw your attention back up to the windscreen because we've got some sensors to discuss. That one at the bottom there is a light sensor for the auto lights. As the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Some more automation to tell you about. At the top of the windscreen, now that longish sensor at the bottom is a traffic speed sign recognition camera. This will read and display the traffic speed signs on the dashboard ahead of you. To the left hand side is a light sensor for the auto high beam, and to the right hand side is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Bringing you back down to the body of the vehicle, I'm just going to quickly lock the vehicle, pop the key back in my pocket because on the door handle here we have the 4 lines for keyless entry. Tapping behind the door handle unlocks the vehicle, tapping on those lines once more locks the vehicle. Please note we have power folding and heated door mirrors, and also part of that wonderful driver assistance pack is those which are blind spot assist monitors. If someone's in your blind spot either on the near side or the off side of the vehicle, you'll get a little orange illumination to tell you it's unsafe to pull in or to pull out. Further north all the way to the roof, we have a black painted roof. Not only that, we have a panoramic glass opening roof, and as you can see, it sits nice and low to the body, or sits nice and low to the roof, and lets an abundance of light and fresh air in those warmer months. I'm just going to show you a little party trick actually, because out of nowhere it's just started to rain. Just holding down the lock button like so, this is called global close. So this can shut up all the windows, and again if you hold down the unlock button, that's global unlock, and all the windows and pan roof will open again. This rain shower was really not expected, come out of nowhere, but don't worry, I've got a hood. Let's continue. So we've got some beautiful rear privacy glass to go with a black roof, the rear privacy glass, and obviously the magnetic grey body. So at this stage of the video, I'll just get it onto the offside rear, gently rock the camera side to side down the offside of this Fiesta, and hopefully that will display to you just how beautiful all the body panels are, like so. Then linking that back round to the offside rear and giving you a good look at that. Another beautiful 18-inch alloy wheel, and this has got rear discs on this one. Moving ourselves around the rear bumper, we do have rear parking sensors which are complemented just beautifully with a high definition reversing camera, which looks absolutely lovely on the Sync 3 module. Moving ourselves around now back to the near side, we're going to do the exact same again. So starting off nice and tight to the body of the vehicle, just going to gently rock the camera down the near side. Hopefully that gives you a good understanding of the condition of all the body and all the paint and things such as that. Now to the near side rear wheel, and now we can follow that beautiful chrome strip all the way down to the near side front wheel, giving you a good look at that. Worth noting as well, actually, keyless entry actually found on the front 2 door handles. Isn't that just wonderful? Okay, so for the rear boot we have the double unlock function on the remote central locking key, and there we can open up the boot. If not, the pressure pad is just left off the camera. We are just going to open up the boot now, and that reveals what I like to call the staple diet of the British motor industry for many a year, the Ford Fiesta rear boot space. They're big enough for a couple of doggies, a couple of suitcases, I reckon one full-size leopard laying down, not a problem. So yeah, a very generous high volume boot space. Underneath here, this is a Bang & Olufsen B&O rear subwoofer. So it has the B&O sound system on board, so if you're into your music and your tunes, there we are. That there is a tyre sealing kit and compressor, perfect for temporarily fixing screws and nails in your tyre until you get to safety where we can get you a new tyre on. So that's inside the boot. Now we're going to have a look inside and hopefully get into the dry in a minute, because it's not just a rain shower, I say it's actually raining. So a hard wearing plastic on the door card, perfect if you have children with mucky fingers, can be nice and easy to wipe clean. Leading down to a soft touch synthetic, a bit wet there, synthetic leather, leading all the way to the first switch for the offside rear window. So for the first time in this video, let's spin that camera around to show you these beautiful rear seats. We've got high quality leather there, all defined by this lovely silver stitching. ISO fixing seats are plenty, one on the right hand rear and another again on the left hand rear. Clip the kiddie seats in, keep them nice and secure in transit. Down on the floor there are the Ford Fiesta fitted mats, all ready to go, so that's one less thing for you to worry about after purchasing. If the roof was open, I would love to show you up there, but the design of the pan roof, we have those 2 manual blinds that you can open or close to let more or less light in. But as you can see, it does lighten up the cockpit quite a bit. Now on to the driver's seat. Okey-doke. So on the driver's door card, again, hard wearing plastic into a lovely little chrome strip. And just below, again, the synthetic leather leading into all 4 window controls. You have mirror folding, rear window lock, we have your mirror controls, and that's to determine what mirror you're changing. Again, the B&O speaker features, I think it's 10 individual B&O speakers throughout the vehicle, loads of wattage of audio power. Okay, so for the last time, let's spin that camera around. So that is now the driver and passenger seat. As you can see, we have extra support in the lower back and base part of the seat. These are manually adjustable, so you have a rear tilt, we have a height adjustment, followed by your lumbar support on this dial here, and the front and back, forward and backwards is done the conventional rail just underneath. Now I'm going to jump inside and get into dry. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. I have to put my seat back a little bit, otherwise you're just going to see knees, and that's not particularly exciting. Again, what a rain shower that was. Okay, so now we're in the dry. To press your foot on the clutch, the engine start stop button goes green. One click on there and gains us power to the vehicle. Okie doke. So the first thing we're going to do for the interior tour is show you around the dashboard. So the left hand side we have the tachometer, the RPM gauge, which counts the revolutions of the engine times 1000, also known as the output power of the engine. At the bottom there we have a coolant temperature sensor and also a fuel gauge. And the furthest right we have an analog speedo with miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. In the middle section we have a digital driver display, and I'm going to be controlling that using the return, OK up and down, and menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So the first note is this vehicle has done exactly 35,189.2 miles. As we're on the settings, we can expand that using the menu button and come down to driver assistance. So this is the driver assistance pack included on this Fiesta, which is the blind spot assist monitors, pre-collision assist, traffic sign recognition, lane keeping system. We have driver alert, hill start assist, cross traffic alert, cruise control, rear park pilot. So tons of fantastic driver assistance keeping you nice and safe. Just below it we have vehicle settings, and from there you can see things such as your auto high beam. You can come down once more. We've got locks, keyless entry, mirrors, so auto fold mirrors. That's your airbag, global open and global close. That's what I was displaying to you earlier. And we're down into wipers, and this is where you can see your rain sensing wipers. Wicked. So coming out of there now, going down, we've got the first trip computer. So just as a reference, this vehicle has been averaging 44.3 miles to the gallon in the last 585 miles. Coming down, we've now got My View. My View, you can adjust what you'd like to see on the screen, whether it's a digital speedo, you've got your fuel economy, trip computers, eco coach, calm screen. Oh, there's so many goodies on there. Down into driver assistance. So this is where you can see all the buttons for your cruise control. So when you take off standby, you see the little boxes appear, and this is the distance to the vehicle ahead of you. You can see your set speed at the bottom there. That's where you can toggle it up or down to set the speed you're currently going at. If you don't know what adaptive cruise control is or how to use it, please get in touch with one of the sales team here at Perkins and we'll explain it to you. It is fantastic for your MPG if you're on a longer run, so I'd recommend starting to use it. Save you money. To the left hand side of the steering wheel is the buttons for the adaptive cruise control. So top left is the button to set the distance to the vehicle ahead. Then we have cancel, set speed plus and minus in the middle. Standby is found top right with a speed limiter bottom right. Also on that cluster is a volume minus, volume plus, and also a mute button. On the right hand side, there's the arrows controlling the screen ahead of you. We also have a voice command, a pickup, decline, and previous and next song function also. Worth noting as well, this vehicle also does have an eco drive mode. There's a little eco button down there. It's not going to focus, but you can see that little eco sign at the top of the driver display. Wonderful. So let's progress the video into the essential part. Down there, 2 sprung tensioned cup holders there, so your coffee's not going to go flying out everywhere. 3 buttons here, the eco drive mode, we have traction control off and auto stop start off as well. This is the control for the 6-speed manual gearbox. Very positive sensation. It's a beautiful gearbox to work your way through. And also reverse is down and right. Then that wakes up the high definition reversing camera. And that's a park pilot system. So as you move your steering wheel, the line shall move, hopefully guiding you in to a tight space. Proximity sensors for those rear parking sensors can be found on the right hand side. That will give you an intermittent beep that will increase in frequency as you get closer to the object in question. And we'll come back to the screen in just a second because we need to just cover down here, which is another 12-volt socket and a USB-A charging port. This is perfect for Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, or if you just wanted to charge your phone. This Fiesta has the winter pack, which includes 2 heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, which I'll turn back on, and like all Fords, you get the electronically heated front windscreen, so that will defrost or demist your screen in no time at all. The rest of the buttons, we have your rear and front demist there, automatic air conditioning function, different flows of vents are found in the middle with recirculation and air conditioning found to the right hand side. Now we can go up and talk about the Sync 3 module. Now, this is the Sync 3 module because we've got the white band at the bottom there, it's the same as my vehicle. Divides into audio bottom left. Let's just turn that down a little bit. We don't want any copyright issues here this afternoon. Click sources where we have AM, FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Next up is your Bluetooth phone connectivity. Click add phone, connect your phone via Bluetooth and you can receive and make phone calls. Next up is your navigation, so the Ford Sync 3 nav. Destination, you can get all your destinations in there nice and easily. You can save your favourites, save your work and even your home. Just nice and easy to do. For example, if you'd like to come to Perkins Garages to look at this Ford Fiesta, you're going to need Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. Click the search box and in no time at all that will navigate your route straight here to Perkins Garages. I won't click start because I'm here already. So coming out of that, next up is mobile apps. This is where you can add device, and mobile apps you can find in there such as your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, etc, etc. Next up is settings at the end there. This is where you can adjust things such as your B&O sound system. So if you know what you're doing, I unfortunately don't, you can set your balance, your fade and treble, mid-range, bass, above my pay grade, but I'm sure someone will find that extremely useful. Going right, we can then see the widget for the Apple CarPlay and also the Android Auto at the top right hand side. So Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are fantastic systems to keep your hands off your phone whilst you're driving. Simply plug it into the USB port and it will mirror your phone onto this screen here. Take advantage of all compatible applications such as your phone, your audible text messaging. It will wake up your voice assistant on your phone, so then you'll get Siri or Google Assistant. And from there you can ask it to a whole range of tasks for you. In addition, it's going to charge your phone. So where we do have a fantastic forward navigation built in, if you prefer using Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, anything such as that, they're all compatible on the screen as well. So that is a quick tour around this beautiful Ford Fiesta Vignale. If you do have any further questions, please do contact the sales team 01376 550 899. If you like the video, drop the subscribe button and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye for now.